Welcome back, everyone, for the next part of Baldur's Gate 3. In the last part, we had a nice little encounter with, I think it was the self-proclaimed son of Torm. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure he would have mentioned that he had a son and a daughter in one of his books, right? When he lost his mind after the loss of his wife and daughter during some kind of attack. He would have probably mentioned that he had a son as well. But the other guy constantly called him father. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what was going on with that guy. Maybe he was confused because he was constantly drunk. But that's alright. I will not dwell on that. Maybe he's just super drunk, right? Maybe. But regardless, after that, we got a little bit scammed by that he who was guy, because it seems like he's not really a judge that punishes the wicked who try to escape and did. No, it seems more like he's a masochist that loves to see others suffer and experience their suffering through possession, and yeah, I feel I got scammed by him. He was really happy though, but I don't really want to help him ever again. Next time I see him, I'm probably going to give him a stern warning that he shouldn't get us mixed up in this mess again. That was weird. That was really weird. But hey, on the bright side, now I don't ever have to think about them again. I got a pair of gloves that I've already put in the treasure chest, so I don't really need to see them anymore. Technically speaking, I could give them to Shadowheart so that she would gain an additional summon to Marcus, or maybe even Astarion, since that guy usually never has a summon around, normally. Which also reminds me of something really important. As you see, the level up thingy is no longer on our screen, which can only mean one little thing. Yes, we are level 9 now. Now you guys probably wonder, hey Ray, what exactly does level 9 mean? Well, my friends, level 9 means that I got a new packed summon. So let us all welcome our new addition to our team. Wind! It could have been a fire, earth or water element as well, but technically speaking, I now have control of the elements. I can summon one of the elements. Now sure, it eats up one of my spell slots, but that's alright. After all, those guys are not disappearing from my sight or my party until somebody kills them. And let me tell you, with 90 HP, that is certainly going to be a difficult thing for them to do. Especially since I boost up their attacks a little bit further by allowing them to attack twice per round. And if we check the stats of that little guy, I can already say for sure that oh yeah, he's quite powerful. He's quite powerful. And he can do that per turn. Per turn! 36 damage. He also has Primordial Gale. Gales of cracking thunder. Wind swirls around you, battering any nearby creature and shocks them. I can move him ahead, activate this, and pretty much charge all of them up with lightning. Isn't that great? It's absolutely great. Might be a bit dangerous on our side, seeing how it says all nearby creature, which also includes us. But still, it's always good to have more allies, right? Which also kind of lets me let me look into Hearthstone a little bit more. It kind of turns out that I might have played Hearthstone a little bit wrongly over the last couple of days, or the last weekend, but it kind of felt like days. And that is the fact that I've learned that my good friend Hearthstone has multiple pets, even more pets than I. As you can see, he also has the ability to control one of the elements. Since I already have wind, how about you summon the water guy, huh? He also has a pet. Then he also has 3 other varieties of the pet, which is another elemental. One of those explosive ice methods or mud methods. But I'm not going to go for either of them because I don't really want them to, you know, explode when they die. Okay, me. Would kind of hurt, right? Not entirely sure if that can explode as well, but regardless, he has a second friend on his 4th level skill. Now you guys probably wonder, hey Ray, what is this? Does Halson have a 3rd friend? And yes, he does have a 3rd spell friend as well. And you know what's even better? That 3rd friend comes with 1 extra. She can summon her lover, who also accomplishes us. Yeah? Now, Hans has 4 friends, double the amount of my friends. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Wait, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 new allies. We literally doubled the size of our party just with this. Now, if I were to get the gloves from the crow and give them to Astarion, we would have had another ally, which would increase the total number to 6. 6 different allies. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm pretty sure all of them are just as strong as my air elemental, aren't they? Oh, 40 damage. 24. Elemental warp surrounded by silver mist. You teleport to an open space? Okay. What is your trick? Overheat. Release fraction of inner heat. All nearby creature takes damage and start burning. Great! He can smite. He's a paladin. He's an actual paladin. 23. And what about the dryads? Nature step up, alter the terrain around you, allows nearby creature in the area to traverse with ease. She can remove difficult terrain. I cannot be restrained or poisoned. Alright, I gain a natural resistance to poison. I could have had this as a passive. This is just casually buffs on everyone. What is this? Literally, what is this? She even has spiking growth. Entanglement. Yeah. She doesn't even have magic spell slots. She doesn't have magic spell slots, so she can use it whenever. She can literally use it whenever, every turn. Every single turn. And that guy, also entanglement, and more entanglement. Regeneration. He heals himself while walking through vines. I can create vines. Pretty sure the Dryad can create vines. That guy is a tank. He's the freaking
No one back home will ever believe this.
I think with this setup, we're going to have a lot of fun once we start clearing out the remaining areas of this beautiful Shadow Realm, huh? Yeah, we still have a couple of places that I need to visit, like the Tollers over here. Not entirely sure if there was anything left around the Waning Moon. Moonrise Tower is going to have a rude awakening once I start to steamroll with my 11 party through that tower. Oh, it's gonna be so great. And then I'm not exactly sure. It seems like we might need to go to the Grand Mausoleum afterwards. Yeah. After all, not Form, but Zerel gave us a mission around there in order to help Balthasar out. And when we do so, we kinda need to take care of an Orton for Starion. So I would say, for today, for this week, We're going to start off with a quick run around. We're probably going to head to the toll house first. Then I'm going to clear up the rest of the map really quickly and showcase anything that looks interesting. And if nothing else gets in our way, I guess we're just going to steamroll through the Grand Mausoleum with the whole party. Oh, just look at those dots. Look at the sheer numbers of dots. It's crazy. This is so crazy. I love it. Wait, what? Pretty sure I just saw some sort of explosion there. That was a bit weird. I got a little bit distracted by our numbers. But hey, at the very least it seems like the people around here are
I need a quick
somewhat
word.
friendly.
You should leave now. I should have left when I still could.
Maybe they are just friendly because they can't really do anything else around here. I mean, it's literally just a floating hedge.
So many ships came. So many ships left. And I remained.
Let alone that, it seems like they're also trapped in their own sadness. I'm not quite sure what is going on around here, but this building in general is called the Toll House. So in that regard, I guess we are probably supposed to pay in order to get through here. But all things considered, it's extremely easy for us to just avoid this place altogether. Right? It's extremely easy for us to just avoid this place altogether. We didn't even need to enter this house. Not even a single quest has actually led us into this building either. Which makes this whole thing a little bit weird. But well, considering the fact that there are all sorts of treasures hiding in here, of course I have to check it out at least once, right? Let's be serious. We have to check it out at least once. Okay, what exactly am I doing? I just want to open that box. Why do I need to climb all the way around the crates in order to reach this chest who is right in front of all the others? I guess the pathfinding in this game is a bit weird. Always a little bit weird. But all things considered, with all of those new allies, it might make it even more confused. Right? It might have
Cheese
confused
from
it
the Dale
altogether.
Or what's left of it. Silks
cheese.
from Cormier, it says.
Silk?
Empty, though.
Can't wait
What?
to sell this rubbish.
Wait a second. There's a note here. Inspector's memo. B. Fierce's up to his old tricks again. The damn rat. Tried to sail right past without paying the toll. A half-dozen crates this time. As if we would miss a shipment that large. Transferred them to impound. And no funny business here. We seized 2 chalice just 2 days ago. 1 silver, 1 gold. But it seems like they grew legs and walked off, huh? Odd, isn't it? I'm not pointing fingers, mind you. But if those chalices don't walk right back on here, then the Garriton will want answers. And she will be asking you first. J. B. I guess occasionally some people stole around here.
All the way from Thay. Jewels and gems, probably. One's still in there.
Yeah, it seems like they stole all sorts of things around here.
Report to the tollmaster. Pay the toll.
Okay, I'm not entirely sure why I see the bottom half of your skull, but that's fine.
No payment, no passage.
Maybe it's because they are half in the roots.
Can't wait to sell this
Maybe that's the reason. Okay, who's talking the whole time? Somebody is dead. Wait, there's gold here. Did I miss that? Oh, there's no way I would have missed so much gold.
Maybe I need more pockets.
It was all me.
There's all sorts of gold around here. Look at that! Oh! 14. Another skull guy. Oh. Oh!
What do you bring?
What's the gold from you? Seems like you're kinda losing it all over the place. Maybe I shouldn't have talked to you just yet. Maybe you would have lost more. But then again, it seems like you have talked to me. On second thought though, can I change characters really quickly? Pretty sure I wanted to talk to the skull again. Not entirely sure how you're going to react around here, but
Look at it all. Mine. Mine!
you know how it is. Sometimes I only get like one chance to talk with them. And if I mess something up, that one chance will disappear in a heartbeat. And before that were to happen, I kinda wanna make sure that I find all of the skulls first, okay? Okay.
You'll find much of sentimental value among the confiscated goods. That is to say, junk.
Okay. But those sentimental items
Can't wait
also
to
have the
tell.
powers to entrap the dead occasionally, right?
Please understand, I couldn't fight. I couldn't risk losing all this.
Losing all this? What all this?
Give me! Give me!
Oh wait, there's some sort of perception here. Oh, what's that?
Seized inventory.
Seized
It looks like fun.
inventory.
But we're not getting in this way.
Give it to me now!
Oh, I need to get inside of this room. From somewhere else. And that skull is trying to get inside of that place. Makes sense, because he's the greedy skull from the looks of it. Okay, wait, there's one more around the corner.
How delicious.
Gonna take that, and that, and that. Guilt.
They gave me what they had. Should I have let them leave?
Wait, who are you talking about?
So many. Too many. I opened them. Searched inside them.
Searched inside them? That sounds like it might have proven fatal. But I guess it's smart. The most precious things are usually hidden deeper inside. Why would you do something like... I kind of want to encourage her a little, because she's so guilty. But I also need to ask, why exactly did you do something like that?
Some wouldn't pay their dues. Some couldn't. They paid a different price in the end.
Couldn't you just have stopped them from entering then? If you can tell right from wrong, maybe then we can still fix this. Perhaps you will feel less guilty if you paid for your crimes too. Forbidden knowledge, happy, wisdom. Frustration seems to be better though. People die all the time. Stop being dramatic and get over. No. Yeah, maybe we can still fix this. Maybe that is a possibility. 24. Staring is very persuasive.
Yes. Yes, help me. Make me pay.
How? How?
They paid more than their share.
Okay, I'm not entirely sure what the skull wants from me. And I'm not just going to bring them back. I'm going to park them right around here. Okay, Separate. Back to my character. Now, where were we? Alright. What do you bring? I will bring an end to the curse that shrouds this land. Who are you?
I require good.
That is not what I asked. It seems to me that you had enough. If I give you gold, what do I get in return? I have no more gold. Give her gold. Yeah, what do I get if I were to give you gold?
You can pass, but first you must pay.
Pass. I already passed you a bunch of times. It seems to me that you have enough. I have no more gold. Yeah, it kind of seems like you already have enough.
No! 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 You must pay!
I must pay. Fine. How much do you even want? I mean, I got a couple of coins from you, so I guess I can give them back. Did you just...
More gold!
Wait, did you just eat that? Okay, how much do you actually want?
All that you have.
All that I have? There's no way that I would hand out so much gold with so little in return. Let's be serious.
You may pass the river, but first you must pay.
Didn't you realize that I already came across the river? I already paid. You're a toy collector. Or you were anyways. Why stay in this rotten building? Take the gold and be free. Gold is such a limited desire. With the right help, you could become so much more. I'm here to replace you as a toy collector. Should I go for the warlock option? Seems like a good thing. It's all persuasion. It's 8+. Yeah, you know what? Gold is such a limited desire. With the right help of a patron, you could become so much more. You could even choose between a fae, a devil, and who knows what, right? So, worst possible time for my door to ring, huh? Where was I? Gold is such a limited desire. With the right help, you will become so much more. Right. We were currently talking to, I forgot her name, but she ate my gold piece. So yeah, I think I was about to strike up a deal, wasn't I? Maybe get her to make a contract with a fae or a devil? Yeah, I think it was something like that. Anyways, I need to roll an 18, I have an 8 bonus. Where's my... Ah, right, I removed Shadowheart. She wandered ahead. Oh, that might be a bit problematic. But I guess it's fine. I don't even need the boost. The Warlock Situational is all that I need. Thank you very much.
The gold is not for me. The gold is for the toll. I collect the toll. I collect the gold.
I see. Seems like I was not able to strike up a deal. Okay, says who? Seems to me that the Shadowheart, where was my guidance? Now you're here? Okay, wait a second, I need to double check something really quickly. Shadowheart! Would you be so kind to get closer to me just in case? I might need your help. Okay? Okay. Anyways, what was I? Alright. Says who? Seems to me that there's no one here to observe you. Haven't you heard? The local authority has agreed that the gold belongs to the toll collector, which is you. Yeah. I guess the gold now belongs to you. And only you. Hey, Shadowheart. Might need your help here. Oh god, yeah, that's a high number. I can roll that once. And success.
Me? No! Gold! Gold! Gold!
Yes.
No. I paid back.
Huh? I got an achievement for that. But wait, I don't quite understand. I told you that the gold Oh, the faces are dead! You killed the faces! It was a good idea to talk to them.
Very well.
It was an absolutely good idea to talk to them. But I didn't understand her. I told her that the gold belongs to her now. She's also a form. Why did she die? Twist of fortune. Twist of fortune. When you roll 2 or less with this weapon damage die, re-roll it and take the next new result. So she's pretty much like a ferocity. She gets an additional roll in order to make sure that she gets, in order to make sure that she deals out enough damage. But thank you. Get to good form. A cursed keeper of coins. She has a lot of dexterity and a lot of int as well. Cannot be surprised. Coin armor. Armored in enhanced coins. This creature's clinking embers of golden greed. Could there be a method of removing the armor without destroying the coin? Was a way to remove the armor? Additional bonus action. Immunity to undead control. Turn resistance, so I can't just turn around and cause fear. She has some very interesting stats. A shame that I don't quite get ya. A shame that I'm only able to get ya, or I rather understand you that well. That's always good news. Okay, guys. Wait a second. Wait a second. The room might be a little bit too small for 11 guys, alright? It might just be a tiny bit... Oh god. Am I stuck? I was about to say.
That's curious.
It might be a little bit too small for all of our guys, alright? Just a tiny bit too small. Oh.
Something over there.
Guess I can destroy that. In a second at least. After I get everything else around here. She has her very own statue. Which also has HP. Wait, can I move it around? No. But I can certainly destroy it. Never mind. It was supposed to destroy the floor. I see. Makes sense. They were quite brutal around here. Spearing that guy, that corpse, into the wall.
Prayers, charms, battle cries. The Harper's work. They were primed for combat.
That was the work of the Oh. Yeah, the Harpers are just as brutal as the Chan people around here. Crazy.
Bathroom for more?
Cat colors? Dog color? Oh no. Don't tell me. Oh, they were so desperate for food. Not only did they start eating the horses, they even went for their dogs and cats too.
Rascal. Jagoda. All these collars belong to pets.
They were so desperate for food. Of course, in this cursed land, they wouldn't really get any sort of fruits or grains around here that isn't corrupted by the curse itself. They had no choice, and they couldn't just leave either. Oh god.
Subtle
You
steps.
need to get around all of your friends. And please unlock this thing. What? Huh? Wait, I'm not supposed to lockpick that? Wow!
No one's stopped me yet.
Wow, that's a lot of gold though.
More for me.
514. Okay, wait a second. Sleight of hand. Guidance. At the boost. 32. I was about to say, that shouldn't really be such a big issue for you. Asterion, right? Certainly. Now,
Have a lot on my
let me
mind.
open up
And,
the safe
well,
really quickly.
in it.
Wow.
A forgotten soul trapped in a safe. But who put them there and why?
That's a very good question. And considering the difficulty of opening the safe, maybe somebody wanted to make sure that nobody ever gets them out of there. Are there any sorts of books around here that I can grab? So that I can read the story? Doesn't seem like it. Nope. Not a single book. Oh well, I mean, for that sake, I have a whole bunch of other books that we can read, who may or may not be able to tell us a little bit more about the origin of all of those bodies, right? It might just give us more insight of what exactly has happened around here. Like Madeline's Ledger. No wait, that's the one from the last part. Tollow's Ledger, the Heavy Book, Unsighted Visa, Soluna's Prayer, Rumors and Redderwing. And then after that, the Visa. Alright. The Tollhouse Ledger. An official record of traders and goods passing through Red Wynn, as well as the tolls collected, organized by date. Every entry is made with precise strokes, and each page stamped with a wax seal bearing the letter G.T. The lady upstairs. I don't remember the first name, but Form. As the pages proceed, the numbers of recorded traders and the collected toll dramatically dwindle, because at some point, thanks to the war, there were no more traders who wanted to pass through here. And she lost all of her business. Heavy Book. On the wall hangs a seaside landscape, which often catches my eyes during the course of my work-a-day life. I'm surprised that Garrington chose such a decoration for her toll house. I've never known her as anyone appreciating of nature, beauty and art. Nothing but the cold glint of gold. One day, when my days are repaid, I travel to the coast, breathe in 2 deep draughts of air, and forget Wraithwind forever. Never mind, maybe those guys were enslaved or were forced to work for them. And this is just a prison cell. Because there's no secondary exit of here either. Then we have the Selûne Prayer Book. Dearest Selûne, our fairest maiden, weave our heart with the thread of silver, guide us with light of moon, and quench us with the purest of tears. Shadows taunt us, hear our prayer. Shadows stalk us, hear our prayer. Shadow wounds us, hear our prayer. Selûne, thou with a radiant loom, mend our heart with silver thread, heal us with drops of morning dew, and soothe our soul with the softest star glow.
I didn't realize we had time to read children's stories.
I'm sorry, Shadowheart, but you know how it is. Sometimes Sometimes you need to read all of the books. Now, the rumors of Raidwin. Rumors of Raidwin, author unknown, land of darkness, land of gold, land of Sharon, soldiers bold, the tollhouse countless riches keeps, where darkest shadow, curse still creeps. The greatest treasure of them all lurks deep within the scrumptious walls, tomb of form, or veiled by night, reveal the means of Kefric's might. Scribble beneath the final verse, it's true, all of it. The greatest treasure. Form, tomb of form. Alright. And then, the unsighted trade visa. An unsighted right suggestion, a counterfeit in process. Whoever made it was planning to trade illegally within the tollhouse. And she has it. Had it. From the very start, until now. Makes one wonder if she might have tried to do so herself, but we never know. We shall never know. Alright then, with this, we are done with the tollhouse. And now I'm going to swoop around in the area really quickly in order to see if there's anything else that we can visit before we go down the mausoleum. Okay. Seems like somebody was having their last breakfast around here before the Shadow Curse got them all. They even had some toxin with it as well, huh? Oh wait, the Sharon's psalm? Psalm the last. Mistress Shah spread putrid flesh across the table before me. Eat of my bounty, she urged. She pressed her bitter mouth to my ear, and her clawed hand to my loins. Take your pleasure, she whispered. Her tongue dripped poison into my mouth. Be quenched, she cried. The harpers near victory. Our fate are rigged. Dark goddess, we partake as you charged. On this grated beast's flesh, let us feast. Our loins and lips, let us ravish. Of this poison, let us drink. If darkness we must know, let us be gorged as it takes us. Okay, so if the Sharon people are driven into the corner, they prefer to take their own lives before getting captured by the enemies. That is very interesting to know, especially considering how they've treated, you know, all of their friends, all of their allies, even the ones who are technically on their side, just because they said something wrong, they are mercilessly killed around here. I guess that is relatively fitting for their style. Never mind. Seems like I did forget something in the waning moon. I was planning to reach the rooftop, but I guess I forgot this instead. Alright, that's fine. I already looted the body, so it seems like I was already here as well. Yeah, the sound effects! I shall never forget the sound effects! They are very scary at times! Yeah, it seems like I was already here as well. Didn't forget anything. Oh wait, maybe a vase. Now technically speaking, we could attempt to just climb the Moonrise Tower, but as long as Kettering is invisible, or rather invincible, that would probably be a horrible idea. So yeah, I guess now we're tackling the Autumn and the Relic of Form, from the looks of it. Now, let's see what's going on inside of this mausoleum. Which may or may not be covered in traps, but we will see once we start our exploration, right? We will see once we start our exploration. One thing first, I have so many guys. For the love of God, please, watch where you're going, guys. Now I think about it, maybe it's not the wisest of ideas to bring a whole army into the realms of the dead.
Me, Zerel, Minthara, whoever you are, leave. I shall carry out General Form's will alone.
Who's that? Balthasar.
Not wanted, not needed. Leave.
Okay, seems like he has prepared a message for us. What's this?
Here lies Melodia Thorm, beloved wife and mother. E Amiel Telere Manon here.
I don't really know what the last part says, but that might have been his wife. Let me see, there seems to be a pouch around here. One area is covered in poison, that's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. Let me get this pouch. Don't really think I need the bedroll, but I am going to pick up the pouch. A little book. A journey spanning years, beginning with the birth of a child and ending with what appears to be a series of dateless tragedies. How can she be gone? Where did she go? The Moon Maiden cannot be so unfeeling, so cruel. Not towards her most devoted servant. Not after Melodia. It makes no sense. It just makes no sense. I won't survive it. That much I know. Forgetting is the only possibility. The embrace of oblivion. The reprieve of nothingness. It would not be possible for a man to survive knowing what he knows. Knowing what he can lose. Shah understands that. Hers is the only mercy that I can comprehend. My mind is full of holes, yet not enough. The emptiness, the time, the nothingness. And still I remember. Still I remember it all. There's no mercy in this beating heart. There is no mercy in all life. Seems like Shah didn't keep her promise. Maybe she didn't remove all of his memories in order to keep him motivated. So that she, or rather he, continues to work for him. Okay, guys. Who was the one with poison immunity? I'm pretty sure it was my imp. My imp is currently invisible. How about you going to check out on this poisonous area really quickly, just in order to see if there's anything around here that I can do in order to stop the poison. There's another backpack here. And another diary page. But is there anything else that I can do? Is the poison coming from underground? It might. Can I get the backpack too? It's right there. Can't really open it myself. But I can certainly toss the stuff around in order to bring it over. That is definitely a thing that I can do. Just give me one quick second. There you go. And just to be sure, this is poison, right? It's not just green, it's actually... Is it poison? Okay, now I'm not entirely sure about this.
No time to
But
rest.
regardless, I'm gonna check up on this backpack really quickly, which has poison spores, another scroll. That's always handy to have. Can I get the backpack too? Yes, I can. And the next book. Forgetting awaits me in this infinite darkness. Balthasar is my own source of the barest comfort. The thought that, perhaps, she might be brought back to me. If oblivion can fail, what defense have we against death? None, except its mastery. Balthasar's words have never felt more promising. So even if forgetting doesn't help, he's trying to get her back then. Now, but seriously, let me double check. Is this poison or
Head on
not?
to the easy path. Bones everywhere. Someone's
This
been
is
engaging in dark
not
rituals here.
poison. It looked like poison, but it's not actually the case. Okay.
What's hiding here?
Feels a bit weird, but I can work with that. Let me check up on
The
all of those
ancestors of
things.
Catherick Thorn arranged into macabre totems. But why?
Those are all the ancestors of Form. Every single one of them. Every single skull. That's how big was this family then? Maybe this is the origin of those undead creatures. He did say that a couple of them got revived, and that Balthasar is supposed to stop after a couple of them because he doesn't really plan to raise a whole army out of his family's corpses. Oh wait, is there a map of this place? Oh, wait. Too many possibilities of hidden treasures. Even a random pile is considered a treasure chest around here. Anyways, let me see the
Cursed
map
to put
pretty
my hands
quickly.
on everything.
A handwritten drawn map showing the gauntlet of Shah, its labyrinthine tangle of chambers and passages stretching across multiple levels, with a vast statue of Shah dominating the central hall. Here and there are aside writings in shangled, spidery hands, Balthasar's explorational notes, intact wings, proving ground, ruined wings, something present there. Strange sounds reported. Rats. Why are there so many damned rats?
Looks
Living
like there's
rats?
a temple under this place. And something deadly sealed inside it.
Yeah, seems like it. Did it, per any chance, upgrade my map? No, it didn't. I guess that would be a little bit too easy. If we could just get a map of the entire place just like that. Right? That would probably be a little bit too easy. On the other hand, it would kind of make sense though. Since Tom probably has the full layout of this place already. And he could have just handed over that map to Balthasar in order to make the mission a tiny bit easier for himself. Right? Considering the fact how important this mission is to him in general, he probably should have done so. On the other hand, for the sake of his family's safety, no such map should ever exist, since that would kind of defeat the purpose of the labyrinth itself. Or the protection of their what? Okay, it was not a survivor check, so it's
Someone there?
probably not
I wonder what the next move is.
some kind of trap. Let me just quickly cast guidance on her. And now we're going to check that again. Can I not check that again? I guess that was a one-time only chance. But then,
Have a lot on my
never
mind.
mind.
And,
Let me
well,
just
in it.
quickly see what else we can find around here. Melodia would understand if she knew my aim. She too, I believe, would have turned to Merkel under such conditions as these. Our darling will live again. What kind of man would I be if I didn't raise the world entirely for her sake? So Melodia is the wife, and the darling is probably the daughter, from the looks of it. So he's trying to raise the daughter. Wow. A chair made out of bones. Little bit distasteful. A little bit distasteful, but alright. I'm not gonna complain. Let's see. A small note is squeezed onto a margin of tomes detailing necromantic rites. General Tom's order were clear. In order to find what lies beyond this mausoleum, one must walk in his own footsteps. Deed, or rather deed by deed, from splendor to tragedy to infamy, as he has put it. Balthasar. Okay. That might be a clue to something deeper down the line. I should probably keep it by my side as well.
How much farther can I go?
Is that everything? Survival test. Please tell me that I can do that again.
Don't touch me.
Probably Asterion, because Asterion is usually the lucky guy with survival. Unless, of course, Shadowheart has a higher stats in that.
That might be worth a look.
Never mind. It's just another digging site.
Best get going.
That's nice.
Moving ahead.
Let's see what's inside. Just a bunch of gold and another arrow. Alright. Please come along. Go back into the group.
Can't give up now.
I will continue
Can't
my
slow
march,
down.
and if something happens, I will call all of you guys over. Just in case we trigger some sort of surprise thingy again. That can always happen, and I don't want to get all of those guys stunned. So, alright. Careful. Doesn't seem like there's anything on the left side of this. We have a couple of markings of the Luna around here.
Let's have a
And
look.
another open grave. Not entirely sure what they had a dagger in hand, but I guess maybe that was just another thief who tried to get
An
into
open
this
tomb.
mausoleum.
Empty. Not ominous in the slightest.
Oh yeah, absolutely not ominous.
Susun Elg Oloth.
I have no idea what that means.
Here
Great.
lies Isabel Thorm.
Nothing.
Wait, what?
Be cautious.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Susun Elg Oloth. Here lies Isabel Thorm.
Not our Isabel, right? But then again, did she ever tell us her name? Her full name? I don't think so. Okay, I can already see that there are a
Keep your
bunch of
distance,
traps
darling.
around here. Let me just quickly re-equip my gloves and necklace, and then
Subtle
I'm going
steps.
to send out a Larian in order to make sure that he disables all of those traps. Let's be serious, there are multiple marble platforms around here, and I'm not about to step on any of them. Alright? Not a single one of them. Screw that. No thanks.
Traps.
Oh, would you look at this picture? Is that the creation of the Moonrise Tower? Before tragedy struck? It might be. I mean, it was probably created before he turned to evil, right? Probably. At least I hope
Someone's
so.
left a
Otherwise,
trap
that other guy wouldn't really have a reason to begin the construction to begin with, right? Get that vent. Now let us see.
Never a dull moment.
We have a bunch of buttons around
Moving
here.
in.
A couple of different pictures. A tower. The death of a loved one. And then him on his throne. The general. The moon. Darkness without light. Which means, considering the fact that we already read a book about this, I'm probably just going to have to click the tower first. Followed up by the sadness, since the light is slowly fading from the background. All leading to the rise of the evil, terrible general. Alright. Thank you, Balthasar. Thank you for the hint. Or should I probably thank Form for that, because he was the one who gave Balthasar the hint? Yeah, I should probably thank Form for that.
That disc looks like it can move. But where does it lead?
The disc? Is it this disc? Probably. Give me 1 second. Just need to make sure to get everything around here. Can anybody succeed with the survival check? No. Great. Okay. In that case, how about I'm just gonna dig a bunch of times and see what I can do around here. Oh no, wait, it's the wrong way. Custom. Am I not supposed to dig? Maybe they're all in the way. Yeah, that might be it. 1 second, guys. Let the professional handle this. Let the professional handle this. Never mind. Maybe there's no digging spot at all around here. Yeah. Seems to be the case. Alright then. Let's go on the platform. Is everyone on top? Everyone is on top. Okay. Now what exactly do I need to do? Travel jam. Alright then. Not ominous in the slightest.